and thank you for joining me today for another demonstration. We're going to create a Christmas scene. So starting with henna, I'm going to grab a smoothie and then I'm just going to bring a bit of colour in at the side here. Don't worry too much if you've got any lines or it's not blending quite as well as you wanted. Don't worry about that because we're going to be flicking some water over the top anyway. So taking our fan brush and then simply tap some water over the top. Now because elements are water-based inks, what that does is it pulls the colour to the surface. So then you take a tissue or a cloth and just dab that colour out and it looks really effective. So let's just have a look, see what that's like now, and you can see what that does, and I think that looks so effective. Such a simple thing, but it's usually the simple things, isn't it, that looks most effective. And then we're going to take our fir tree branch and I'm going to ink that up again in the henna this time. So just remembering these ink pads are so juicy, you only need a tap to tap it on very lightly. And I'm just going to work my way up the card like so. And then we've got our other branch, and this time I'm going to ink up in the mulberry. I think this is just a fabulous colour. I do love this colour. And now we're going to be using our fir cone branch. And this time I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair. And this one actually is called Pine Cone. Now I'm going back to the VersaFine Clair just because this is really good for detail, and these have got some beautiful little fir cones on here that has got a lot of detail, so that's the reason why I'm going back to this VersaFine Clair now. So ink up, and then I'm just going to dot a few of those about. Like so. And then we're going to take Maya, and this time we're going to ink up in Nocturne. And we're going to pop her round about there. And then I've got another little fir cone here. This is one of our pound stamps. And I'm going to ink that up in the fir cone by VersaFine Clair. And I'm going to just pop that just over her hands. There we go. So she's carrying one of the fir cones away. She's taking it somewhere. Let's use our worded stamp. And let's just pop a few words along the edge here. So make sure that that's dry. And then we're going to ink up in our Versa mark. And I'm just going to pop a couple of those around. And then using the white, well, this is actually opaque vanilla white, I'm going to sprinkle that over the top. Let's tap that off. And you can see that it has in fact stuck to some of the pine cones again. So I'm just going to brush that off because I don't want white fir cones. And then I'm just going to heat those areas where the white is now. Which will give us a really nice effect. Okay. And now I'm going to use the metallic copper sparkle on here as well. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to ink up in the Versa mark. And then I'm just going to sprinkle that over the top. Because we need a little bit of glitter, don't we? And again, I'm just going to heat that up. And you can see just by building up those lovely layers of embossing powder how it adds so much depth to the card. Lastly, let's put a little bit of a moon over the top of our fairy, and then we'll take our smoothie and keep that sort of theme of the browns and the coppers, and I'm just going to work my way around the edge here. There we go. I'm just going to bring in a little bit of colour up the edge here, just to pull your eye into the centre. And lastly, we've got a copper pen. It's a lovely sparkly Sakura pen that we can go around the edge of the moon to give it a little bit of a sparkle. Okay guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed the demo, and I hope you can see that lovely effect. I think I've got that under the camera there. That lovely copper and white. I think it looks great. But you can use whatever colour you like, you know, if you wanted to do that in greens, reds, blues. You know, I've just used this colour today and kept with like a sort of bronze colours, but you know, have a go using different colours. You guys take care anyway. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.